right, so we've got our next load. We are heading down from New Hampshire, where we're currently at. Actually, I guess technically we're back in Vermont. It was just across the border. But I came over to a little Circle K nearby, but only less than 5 miles away, and we're already back in Vermont. So we're heading from here down to Massachusetts to pick up a load. I forget where it said it was, in Massachusetts. And then we are headed south to Ringgold, Georgia, which is right south of Chattanooga. So it's basically Chattanooga for all intents and purposes, to Shaw. They're the flooring and carpet and whatever else they make their plants. So they're big right down that area. So you've probably been there if you're a driver. But that's where we're headed. It looks like it's about 1,000 miles loaded, so what we will most likely wind up doing is we'll just run recaps. I have to check my clock, but I don't know, maybe it's 1,000 miles loaded. It's 115 miles deadhead. So we've got enough time to do the deadhead part and get picked up, and then we'll have to do 1,000 miles over the weekend. But I'll look at the details and give you an update in a little while. Let's get rolling, shall we? Well, bad news, folks. We are not headed to Shaw in Ringgold, Georgia. I just got a call while we were en route to our pickup that the load was canceled. So we're just kind of pulled off on the side of the road here. Fortunately, there was an exit right as he was talking to me, and I was able to get off in that exit, and there was a little pull out here that I could sit in, because there's nothing else around. No other parking around, at least not the trucker path's aware of. So we're just kind of sitting here till we find out what's next. Got nowhere to go. Okay, folks, well, we've got our load. We are headed about 60 miles east of here to pick up in, I think it was Fitchburg, Massachusetts. Looks like it's going to be maybe a cardboard or some sort of paper load or something along those lines. And we're heading down south to almost to Florida, just to the very edge of Florida, to St. Mary's, Georgia. I've actually stayed in that truck stop a couple of times. There's a truck stop down there that's big. I've stayed there a few times. It's right on the border with Florida. So I got to get moving, because we got to get over there and get it all picked up and get started. It's pretty long load, so let's go. Well, we are here. I've already docked in and checked in and all that. I just forgot to record it, but just want to give a good look at this place. It smells terrible. I don't know what the smell is. I mean, it's paper, so that's probably what it is, but it's also windy and a little bit chilly. It's down in the 40s. But I expect we'll be out of here soon. I think it's rolls. I don't think it's actually recycled paper. I think it's rolls of paper, so I'll let you know when we're done. While we're sitting here, I've been programming in where we're going to stop tonight. I'm finally going to get to a truck stop. And it's mainly because we're not going to, we are going to take 287 around, but the route we're taking is mostly down I-95. All the way to Jacksonville, basically, which means we got to go through New York, but I'm going to take 287 around New York City. Then we got to go through DC. I think it's 685 around DC, but we'd have to do that anyways, because I think 95 straight through is not for trucks. The route we have taken in the past going around 695 around DC was around towards Baltimore, the Baltimore side, and that's the bridge that collapsed the other day. So we won't be going that way. Looks like we're done. got the green light already. Let me go and get the paperwork. Well, not as heavy as I thought it was going to be. They told us it was going to be like 44,500, but it's only 39,980. And I was right. It is rolls. Oh wait, yeah, corrugated paperboard roll. So I'll show it to you in a minute as soon as we get pulled forward here and I can get the doors closed up. Alrighty, so we're loaded. Let's get in the back here and take a look, see what we got. Go ahead and pop the tandems while we're at it. It's windy. Big old rolls. We're gonna have to stop at the we'll weigh in at the Pilot where we're stopping tonight. It's only like 45 miles south of here, so that's probably okay, especially since it's not like a really particularly heavy load. But I will slide tandems most of the way forward and then a little bit of the way, all the way forward and then a little bit back. All the way forward. Okay. And a little bit back. Locked in. And that's ready to go. Uh-oh, what happened right up here? We got fire trucks, popo. And a traffic jam going quite a ways back. Well, fire truck just left. But looks like we might be here a little while. Ooh, car got smashed. Go ahead and set my clock off duty because I don't know how long we're going to be here. Although I think we're probably going to be out of here soon. Considering the fire truck just left, tow truck just left, ambulance just leaving. Looks looks like some of these cars that are back here are starting to move forward a little bit. They must be able to see something we can't see. They're moving, but this truck is not, so I'm thinking he's not going anywhere yet. He might have been involved. I'm glad we missed out on that. Alright, where are we going? We're going straight. Alrighty, see you at the next stop. We're here at the Pilot. First Pilot we've stopped at in a while. I don't remember the last time we stopped. I mean, I think we fueled here. No, we scaled here a couple days back, but we didn't stop here, and I am going in for a shower that I have been needing for 3 days. I think more. I don't know. I don't even remember the last time I had a shower. That's pretty bad. We'll be heading out of here middle of the night, midnight, 1 o'clock, somewhere thereabouts. We don't need to leave out that early, but I'm gonna leave out that early. Because we've got to go through New York City and Washington, D.C. And it's better to do that when there's nobody on the road. Good morning, folks. Well, I didn't get out of here when I originally planned to get out of here. It's 4:15, give or take. And I'm just going into the store to get some supplies for the day, then come back out pre-trip and get out of here. We're going around 287, so hopefully not too much traffic going around the city, but then we'll probably run into some going past DC. Maybe I'll take a split between here and there. There's a fuel stop in Northeast Maryland, so that's between New York and DC. It might be a good place to take a break, split the clock, and wait for traffic to not be as awful as it possibly could be. So I'll see y'all soon. So you may be asking, well, why did you oversleep this morning for 3 hours? Well, my first response is, I don't know that I overslept, Bob, but I'd say I got just the right amount of sleep, Bob.
Looks like you've been missing a lot of work lately.
I wouldn't say I've been missing it, Bob.
Good one.
Oh, that's terrific, Pierce.
if you don't know that reference, watch Office Space, because you'll appreciate the reference. I mean, it's paraphrasing a little bit, but whatever. Anyways, so yeah, I allowed myself to sleep in, and that's primarily because I had a hard time getting to sleep last night. I just was not tired. I should have been tired. I was up since 1 a.m. yesterday. I just couldn't get to sleep. I have a hard time getting to sleep when it's daylight outside, and I really haven't had too much difficulty over the last several days, but last night I just couldn't get to sleep. My body wasn't feeling it yet. So I don't think I got to sleep until probably 8 or 9 o'clock at night. And I had originally set my alarm for 11:30, so 3 hours was not going to cut it. When that alarm went off, I smashed it. I completely obliterated that alarm. I had, even before falling asleep, set a secondary alarm for 2 a.m. because I knew I was going to not have, I knew I wasn't going to be able to wake up. And the 2 a.m. alarm jostled me. It wasn't enough to wake me up. I apparently turned on the lights with the intention of getting up, and then fell back asleep. And then woke up on my own just before 3. And then I've been just dilly-dallying. Because, to be perfectly honest, we're not in a huge rush. We're going to do about 500 miles today. Get somewhere down south of DC, hopefully. And then we'll do the rest tomorrow. Get to St. Mary's, Georgia, probably park in that St. Mary's truck stop that's right there on the interstate, and then deliver right on time Monday morning. Worst case scenario, we don't make it all the way to St. Mary's tomorrow, and I have to drive 100 miles or so Monday morning. No biggie. But we are not late by any stretch of the imagination, so I indulged myself. Anyways, I'm gonna get pre-tripped and get us out of here. We still got a scale, but it's not really all that busy here right now at this hour, so we're good to go. See you soon. Good morning, happy Easter. So it's obviously Sunday since it's Easter, but we are here in Virginia. I can't remember the name of where we're at, but it's just a little south of the border. Big truck stop, big Flying J or Pilot, Flying J, and stopped here yesterday. Finally got a chance to do my laundry. got a good hot shower, and got some rest in. We're not really driving all that hard lately, but sometimes it just wears on you. I got a little bit lazy. I didn't edit anything last night. I just watched some Netflix and went to bed, and then slept in this morning, as you'll notice it's already sunrise time. But we're fixing to get on the road. I went inside, got some supplies, and I'm about to do pre-trip and get out of here. See you soon. Well, good news, everybody. I found out that my laptop is done being repaired. I've already had somebody go over and pick it up. With any luck, by the time you see this video, I'll be back to editing on it, assuming that after this load we're able to get something that goes up through Georgia, up through the Atlanta area, so I can stop by the house and pick it up. So I kind of figured this would be the case, but basically we got that in the report that they gave us, they told us all the stuff that they replaced, and they essentially replaced every last little bit of it except for the metal case. They replaced the monitor, the logic board, fans, pretty much everything that wasn't the base case had to be replaced. So now you know, don't drown your laptop. It won't go well. Guess what, folks? No, we are not stopping for fuel at the Petro. We are stopping to get our truck nice and shiny clean for a change. This is the first time in all the years that I have off and on worked for this company. Y'all can't see it yet because it's too far away for the camera to pick it up clearly. Oh my gosh. It's closed. And I understand why. It's Easter. I didn't even think about that. Oh, jeez. Well, of all the luck. Okay, well, you know what they say in trucking. It is what it is. That's trucking. So, damn. Okay. Well, we've got 2 hours and 45 minutes left on our 30-minute break clock, or the 8-hour clock. Had intended on resetting here. I do have to use the bathroom though, so I'm just gonna take a break, and I'd be willing to bet, you know, he told us to go to a streaking beacon, but given it's Easter, I'm gonna bet every streaking beacon from here to St. Mary's, Georgia is gonna be closed for Easter. So I guess we're not getting the truck washed today. Son of a gun. Son bitch. Alright, well, we are fueled up. The guy in the truck here in front of us isn't in his truck. Hasn't been since we got here. So he's probably taking his 30, maybe taking a shower. He might be one of those drivers. There's nobody behind us, so I think I'm going to back out and go around them. I don't like having to do that, but I'm not going to wait on him either. Let me get everything set up in here. Give him every last possible moment to get out of here. Blast on the air horn while I'm coming back.
Plans on going 95 to 26. I cancel that and go 321.
This isn't really a recommended approach to get down to the truck stop. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. We've got 3 hours of drive time left on the clock to go 120 miles to get to St. Mary's. So I'm just going to go for it. I think we'll make it. I've dialed in the pilot that I like to stay at down there when I have to go through there. So it's big. We won't have any problem at all finding parking, especially since it's already 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Theoretically, there could be problems finding parking, but it's Easter Sunday. Nobody's driving. There's not many trucks out here on the road. Oh, I guess it's the line to get out of here. Maybe. Yeah, sure enough. All right. See you guys see you when I see you. Well, fortunately, where we're going, I know exactly how to get there. We go straight until we get there. There's an exit. I mean, it's literally just before the Florida state line, and we'll get off at that exit, go left, and that's where the pilot is. I say this because, once again, Trucker Path is having issues. Some days it seems to work okay some days, and then other days it will be complete garbage. Today is one of those days. It still thinks we're back at the truck stop. I rebooted my phone, closed every other app except for the ELD. Nothing seems to work. I don't know what it is. I uninstalled a whole bunch of apps the other day. I have disabled location access to all the trackers except for the current tracker that we're using. Nothing works. Yesterday it worked okay. I mean, there was a couple of glitches, but it worked okay for the most part. Today, the couple of times that I've had to use it, fortunately, all day long we've just been on I-95 South and have not deviated from that at all. So I haven't even needed it. But the couple of times that I've even bothered to turn it on, because getting close to the fuel stops, and want to make sure you get the right one. And I dialed in a blue beacon. I searched and found a blue beacon that was the TA that we wanted to stop at, or that we did stop at for lunch. See, now it just now updated and realized we're not at the truck stop anymore. It'll do that off and on all day long. It'll work for a few miles and then freeze up and just decide it doesn't want to update the location. And so for several miles at a time, minutes sometimes, 15 minutes sometimes, it just won't update at all. And we'll just be frozen in place. And then it'll miraculously update just because it decided it wants to update. Do not know what's going on. It has been a problem a couple of times, on the last mile. Once you get off the interstate and you're trying to find your final destination, if it's not working, that's where it's really problematic. It's not really a problem right now because we're just on 95, and I know we're on 95 until we get for the next 109 miles until we get to exit 3 of Georgia, you know, it's not an issue right now because we're on the interstate and we're going straight. It'll be a problem if it's still broken tomorrow morning, because I don't know the last couple of miles. I don't know the last little bit to get into this place that we're going to. I'll probably just put it into Google, and hopefully that Google is working. I've experienced the issue now with more than one app, so I don't think it's just Trucker Path. Something's going on with my phone, and it's location related, and I don't really know what's going on. But it's been real problematic. Well, we're here. Still had an hour left on the clock, so we got here with plenty of time spare. We're about 7 miles away from our final destination in the morning, and I don't think we have to be there till 9. I'll have to double check before I go to bed, but I don't think the appointment's until 9 o'clock, so we get to sleep in tomorrow. Yeah, easy drive today, just troubles with Trucker Path. Same old, same old. And of course, like I said, this was a easy day because there were no turnoffs except to go into truck stops and rest areas. There were no splits or anything fancy like that I had to worry about. So hopefully tomorrow Trucker Path is at least cooperating at least enough to get us where we're going in the morning. After that, I don't know what we're doing. I think, considering we're in Georgia, there's a good chance that we'll get run back up to Swanee where the yard is. Maybe switch off to a different trailer that's preloaded, so with a load that's going. Let's cross our fingers that it's going somewhere good. But if I had to guess, based off the last month and a half out here with this company, it's gonna suck again next week. But we'll probably wind up over in Memphis somewhere at some point, maybe up to Rochester, Buffalo area, and then from there northeast. That is my bet for the next week. I don't know. Maybe once we get back up to Swanee, he'll give me a 34-hour reset, so I can sleep at home in my bed for a night, or a day, or actually I guess that would be 2 nights, because we are running recaps right now. So we have been running every day since we went out a week ago Friday. But the runs have just been so short that we haven't been using up all of our hours, so we've had plenty. And we have plenty to keep going. Next week, we could do it again next week if we had to. But for whatever reason, they like me to have a... when I told him I was going to be doing running resets to get down here, he was like, "Oh, well, why can't you stop somewhere and try and get to St. Mary's by Saturday night?" I was like, "There's no way. I have 2 hours left on my clock today, and I have, there's no way I can do 1,000 miles tomorrow." And he's like, "Well, okay." So we're running recaps on this load because we had to. I don't think there was any other way of doing it, unless I potentially could have taken a reset today and just gotten up super early tomorrow and run hard to get here in time, but I'm not playing that game. There wasn't any reason to. So yeah, I did a thing for the channel. Hopefully will allow me to record a little bit better and switch between the dash cam view and more of a, I don't know what this view is called. You looking at me view. I bought another camera. I ordered another GoPro. It should be at the house tomorrow. I also got a couple of little minor accessories to go with it. What did I order? Just a little flap so that I can charge it while I operate it. Oh, and I got the GoPro remote so I can control both cameras at the same time. I can technically do that with the app from my phone, but I think it'll be easier if I have a remote that's on a wrist strap, or it's on my belt loop or something like that. So hopefully that'll allow me to improve the quality of the content. Maybe do a split view where you guys can see what's in front of me at the same time as you can see what's behind me. We'll see. We'll see. But those have been ordered now. So, and the laptop is fixed. I mentioned that already. So we should be back on track as far as making good videos very, very soon. I am going to go inside, get showered, and then hit sack. Oh, actually, I'll probably do a little editing since it's only 7 o'clock. By the time I get showered, it'll be about 8 o'clock. No, I won't edit. I won't edit tonight. Simply because, really, honestly, it takes me about 4 hours on my old laptop to edit one video. And that's not even if it's a very long video, and that's if I'm just kind of slapping it together. Well, if I'm just slapping it together and just adding the clips, it doesn't take me quite that long, but it does take a while. I don't think I could be done before 10 o'clock, and I want to get a good night's sleep. So that I can be fresh tomorrow and have a bright and sunshiny personality to go with a bright and sunshiny day. Instead of being miserable and tired. So, see y'all in the morning. Good morning, folks. We have arrived. It's still a little bit too early. I guess it's 7:45. I guess they don't open till 8, so that's when our appointment is. There's a handful of people parked in the parking lot, but there's nobody in the shipping and receiving office. So just kind of hanging out, enjoying the fresh air. Alright, we're sort of checked in. They opened the office, but this office doesn't really do much as far as processing paperwork. They just said, go down, there's a door at the end of the building, go down there, get docked, and they'll get you unloaded. But they've only got one door, and the truck that was parked right in front of us there, he got here first. So we're just gonna get queued up and wait. Thank God I done it that way. He went nose in, thinking he could turn around in there. It's pretty tight for turning around. I think he screwed up. Yeah. Well, he might be able to get out of there if he jackknifes it enough, but I think I will take a different approach and go straight out towards the street and then back in. When it's my turn. But we got some waiting to do because there's only one door. And he got first dibs. Alright, folks. It's our turn. It's 8:37 now. I mean, the last guy got docked just a couple minutes past 8. So, and they didn't even start unloading him right away, from what I could tell. So I think we'll probably be out of here by 9, would be my guess. That's the end of this load. I don't know what our next load is yet, but I'm going to let my dispatcher know we're locked in and being unloaded so that he can start lining up our next load. He may already have it, but I'll let him know anyways. See you guys in the next video. If you've enjoyed this one and you want to help out the channel, please make sure you click on that like and subscribe button. Click on the bell so you can get a notification when I put out new videos. They should be coming soon, now that my laptop is repaired. And thanks for watching.